Excuse me on the tear. Been a long road, been some long years. Concrete pillow, I am bed. Whole lot of silence in my head. Check out our new station. Channel of my life in rotation. Used to only play pain and rage. Now I'm flipping to a different way.
Hello again. You're back with Nate. This is Excuse Me on the Tier. How's it going, Nate?
Oh man, it's good, bro. It's fucking beautiful Monday, dog. Got off work, chilling at my mom's pool. There's nobody here. I got the whole place to myself, man.
Nice.
A little bit of paradise, bro, in Arizona.
Beautiful.
You know, got a little waterfall right here. Got a fucking Modelo. Got my nicotine, better than meth, right? Shit. So it's like I'm chilling by the pool right now. I'm gonna give them some time in the fucking pad, let them do their thing. My brother-in-law, he's off work today, so I'm kind of letting my sister and them be at the house where I live, just let them do their thing over there, the three of them. So I'm giving them some space, But yeah, man, I'm just chilling right here. I got work tomorrow, dude. Got a couple moves in Scottsdale. Scottsdale's a beautiful place, bro. I love Scottsdale, Arizona, man. My boss was like, "Are you sure you want to? It might be only 1 or 2 moves tomorrow." And I'm like, "Dude, any reason to get out of the house is a blessing for one." And I was like, secondly, the women are fucking just gorgeous there, drop dead gorgeous, bro. So I get to see hot honeys all day long, and it's like, dude. And then when you think about it, bro, I'm the type of dude, no matter what I'm doing, man, and this is a testament to my grandfather and my dad, dude, their work ethic. And even Adam, I talked about him in the last episode. Adam really instilled a very good sense of values within me, and morals. And he's like, dude, it doesn't matter what you do, bro. With whatever it is you do for work, if you can find meaning behind it, if you can convince yourself that you're doing something for a good reason, it's gonna get you out of bed, bro. It's gonna give you that boost, And honestly, dude, when you think about it, if you're gonna move into a new house or a new apartment, that's a big day for a family, bro. That's an exciting day for people, they're moving into a new place, a new journey, a new chapter in their life's about to begin. And if I can go to work and make that smooth for them, dude, and give them good customer experience and make sure all their shit doesn't get damaged and make sure all their stuff gets put in their new house, safe and sound, that's a good fucking act of service right there, And I told my boss that today. I was like, yeah, dude, that's my mindset, dude, when it comes to this. So, even if I'm driving an hour to Scottsdale to go do a fucking 2-hour job, I'm getting paid $100 minimum, for a 2-hour job. So, it's worth it to me, easy, And if I get off after 2 hours, I can come back here to my mom's pad, where I'm at right now, and enjoy a little pool time.
Beautiful.
Have a fucking, have a beer and just think about life, bro. I think about all my brothers that are still locked up, man, and hoping they get to make it home soon. And
Hey, Nate, could you maybe address those guys that are maybe sitting in the cell, probably lost sight of what it looks like on the streets? And
yeah, man.
Give them a rundown, talk directly to them, brother.
Yeah, dude. Look, so I went back. I got out after 16 years, and I went back for another 2.5, dude. And so, going back was really hard. It was really hard, and I wanted to just say fuck it, But it's a conundrum, bro. When you're a short termer, dude. When you're a short termer, when you got 5 years or less, it's in the back of your mind, no matter how crazy and fucking nutty you are, and into prison politics you are, there's that part of you that wants to go home as soon as possible. If you got less than 5 years, you want to go home as early as you can. And sometimes, you put yourself in situations where you can't. But, I was in a relationship. I got married on my last term, dude. And I thought I was coming home to a wife with her 2 kids that I was going to raise, dude. And I held that. That's what kept me going, dude. That kept me going. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a father figure for these kids. I'm gonna be a husband to this wife that I'm gonna have. And I was willing to devote everything in me to her. I was like, look, if you're fucking home when I get home and there's food on the table, dude, and you're making me happy, I'll go to work and I'll fucking sweat 14 hours a day for you, and I'll do it with a smile on my goddamn face, And that when I came home, right before I came home, that all kind of fell apart. And it fucked me up, dude. It fucked me up big time, dude. It devastated me. I had this idea of what my life was going to look like. And then, and I ran into some hurdles when I got out. I ran into some hurdles. I was out for 3 months sober, and then I had one bad night, bro, and I relapsed. I relapsed. I started doing fucking meth again, and smoking it. Within 2 weeks, I was
That's
like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna
that's
start putting it back. I'm gonna fucking start banging it." And like I went through a real tough time, bro, like dealing with that, But I knew what I needed to do, man. Like I knew, even today, bro. Like I mean, I'm kind of stumbling here, but even today, dude. Like I wake up every day, bro, and like I got a beautiful life, bro. Like I don't have my own house. I don't have my own apartment, dude. I don't even have a bank account right now. Like I don't have a bank account, but like I got a job. I got a vehicle. I got the people that matter in my life that are right here with me right now, and you know, being there for them, dude. Like it really gives me a sense of like purpose, man. It gives me a sense of purpose with like how I conduct myself each day, and my dad, like he texted me this morning. He's just saying, man, congrats on your 60 days sober. Keep it up. And there's little things like that, man. Like there's people out here that are counting on you. Like whether you think there's people that aren't, like everyone inside, man. There's one person that's outside of prison, dude. Like that is counting on you. Like there's one person outside of prison that's like wanting you home desperately, dude. Like thinking about you every day, whether you believe it or not, whether you think that someone doesn't give a fuck about you. Because, we get in there, bro, and we tell ourselves no one gives a fuck. Oh, they didn't answer the phone today. Oh, they didn't put money on my books when they said they were going to do it. And then we tell ourselves they don't care about us, and it's just not true, dude, because like life gets so crazy out here, bro. Like you can be driving your car, dude. Next thing you know, your fucking alternator takes a shit. $600 in the mechanic shop, bro. Like you're under the table now. Like I'm going through that right now, bro. Like the small things that happen, bro. Just driving to fucking work on the freeway, bro. Your tire bust out, dude. Like $200 fixed, dude. Like it's just these little things happen, bro, and like they're almost not even worthy talking about. Like when my homeboys call from prison, bro, I'm not telling them about my car troubles and shit, but these are the little things that are happening while we're out here. And if we don't have everything established for us, bro, like it puts us under, and then we're fighting the next week just to make up for what we lost, So one thing I would say is just, like when people don't follow through on their promises, like your family members, your friends, like it's not personal, dude. And it's not on purpose, it's not intentional. And I promise you that people mean well. Like people mean well out here, especially the people that love you, your family members, your friends. They mean well, dude. And sometimes, like they get excited. Like, dude, I know when people call me, bro, like I'm excited to talk to my homeboys that are in there, dude. It's like, what's up, bro? Like, and then I'll say some things sometimes, like, oh, I'm going to send you this writing package, and there's times where I forget, man. Like I forget. If something happens in my life, bro, with my family or my girlfriend or whatever. And like, life just kind of life is moves fast out here, bro. Like, and that's the thing that I underestimated before I came home. When I got out the first time, dude, like I fucking believed that by the third year I was out, I'd be a millionaire. Like I really firmly believed that shit in my heart. I thought I was like, I had it all mapped out on paper, dude. I had my 10-year life plan mapped out, dude. And I thought I was going to be a millionaire by the third year. And I was wrong, dude. I was wrong. And I underestimated how fast life moves out here. Like in prison, dude, like we intentionally do things to make time go slower. Like we wash our laundry a certain way, bro, because we're trying to chew the clock up. We're trying to chew the clock up and get to that 9 o'clock count and fucking hit that light, dude, and go to bed, dude. Like, and then wake up the next morning, do it all over again. Like we're doing things in there to chew time up, dude. We're stretching for 20 minutes before our workout to chew time up, dude. You don't need to fucking stretch before your workout. You really don't. Like stretch afterwards, but stretching before doesn't really do anything for your body. This is coming from somebody who knows his shit. I was a certified personal trainer, very well versed in fucking fitness and like how the human body works. Stretching before working out does nothing for you, but we do it in there out of habit, out of routine. It chews up time. It turns a 90-minute workout into a 2-hour workout. But out here, man, like you got to completely alter your mindset. And you got to start doing things to fucking get places quicker. Like you got to fucking do things to get here faster. You got to do things to make this go by quicker. And it's like, it's a completely different way of thinking, So for someone who's gone 25 years doing things to fucking chew time up, you're trying to get out here and do things to make time more efficient. And it's if you're not prepared for that, it's so easy to get sucked into this fucking black hole, bro. And like, and I was late for work all the time, dude. I was late. That was my problem. When I got to work, I was the best employee my bosses saw, dude. Like they're like, man, you fucking work hard. But I'd fucking get to work late, bro, because I wanted to fucking have my bed made a certain way in the morning in my house. I wanted to fucking make sure my floor was cleaned with the Swiffer mop, dude. Like these little things that were so ingrained in me because of prison, because I was institutionalized, you know, were holding me back when I got out, dude. So like, one thing I would say is when you get out, man, you gotta learn to let shit go that doesn't matter, because like your made bed, dude, doesn't matter. Your boss
How
says,
do we do that, Nate? How do we let that stuff go?
I mean, dude, it's like a one thing at a time, bro. I mean, there's a book I read a while back while I was in there. I don't know if you remember Ian Viatoro, but
I
Ian
do
Viatoro,
remember Ian.
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Ian. Yeah,
yeah, Ian gave me this book, man. It was written by,
pioneers.
yeah, it was written by a Navy SEAL named fucking Jocko Willink, right? And this dude, like in that book, you know, he talks about override. Like it's like when he came across a certain situation, it's like he had to mentally tell himself, override this. Like we may have had a setback right now, but override, moving on to the next. You know, like you got to learn to override your brain, dude. Like I mean, dude, you're a Gogi man, dude. So be the boss of your own brain, bro. It's like it's you gotta somehow fucking override your initial instinct to do something and recognize that like it doesn't matter, dude. Like your fucking folded laundry does not matter. There's fucking 50 employees at this company waiting for you to show up and clock in so they can get their fucking day started, because millions of dollars are being generated from this company and they're going to somebody else for projects. Like you got to understand that you're a small piece of the puzzle, a
Like a
small cog
cog.
in the wheel of a much bigger fucking infrastructure, dude. Like your little house and shit doesn't matter, bro. You can take care of that later, you know. And let's find a woman, dude. Find a woman that's gonna take care of all that for you. That's your best bet. You know, find the perfect woman that doesn't mind folding your goddamn clothes, bro. Dude, my girlfriend ironed my socks before I got out of the shower, bro. I got out of the shower, and because in the wintertime it was so cold where I lived at, I put on warm socks when I got out the fucking shower, bro. And like, you know, I'm not with her anymore, but God bless her soul, man. Like she was right. You know, I fucked that up, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, man. I hope I answered your question.
Let's talk a little bit about relationships and how relationships kind of is that you know, that bridge to relapse and what that looks like.
Dude, it's the number one bridge, bro. Like I mean, you know, like when people ask me like what was it like in prison and all that shit, you know, like the answer that I give them, dude, is like, look, 99% of prison's boring. Like 99% of prison is you sitting in your cell reading a fucking book on World War II history, watching fucking, you know, The Price is Right or whatever. And then there's 1% that's just fucking violence, bro. It's fucking mayhem, bloodshed, violence, the excitement, the shit that we talk about for 20 years afterwards. You know, that 1%, that's the meat of like the conversations that happen on a daily basis in there.
I used
But
to say it was. I used to say it's a little bit like being a lifeguard on a beach, and like there's long,
yeah,
arduous days of like just sitting on the shoreline. But when the action happens out there in the water, somebody's drowning, somebody's
yep,
hurt. It's like 2.5 minutes of flurry.
yep. Yeah, no, you instantly get into that reptile. Your reptilian brain kicks in, dude, and honestly, like some of like the most exciting and fun moments I had in prison were during those times, you know. But you know, and like we'd sit there in the cell and we'd talk about them at night sometimes and laugh and fucking high five each other and all that shit, and you know, it's just yeah. But that's one way I would look at it. But the point I was trying to get to is you know, like every night I went to bed, bro, like I would just wish that I had like a warm woman next to me, bro. Like I was like, man, I wish I could just go home and like go curl up into bed with a woman, dude, and like feel that fucking touch, dude, and just like know that she fucking has my back to the end, dude. Like, and I got her right there, dude. Like for me, that was the dream, bro. And I was like, and I used to like pray to God, bro. Like, and I like whatever God is to you. I mean, I don't believe in Jesus necessarily, but like I believe in a higher power, dude. You know, and like I would just pray, man, like just give me that, you know, and like I'll do whatever I gotta do to like stay out and be free and be a good man, dude. Because if I have that, dude, I'll feel like I'm succeeding. Like I'll feel like I won the fucking prize of life, dude. If I have that, because like I got locked up at 15 and a half years old, man. So I never really got to experience love, dude. You know, and so when I finally did have that, dude, I got so attached to it. Like, I mean, I got that when I first came home. I was 31 years old, and I fell in love with a lawyer, bro. She was a lawyer. I knew her from middle school. And she had everything. She was making $250,000 a year. We were living in a penthouse suite in fucking Koreatown. And, bro, like, I mean, I felt like I hit the fucking jackpot, dude. And I was making good money. I was making $45 an hour building movie sets in fucking Burbank. And so, you know, when I came home one day and she was like, hey, man, like, I need to focus on my career. I can't, you know? she just kind of fucking pulled the rug out from under me. I did not know how to handle that, bro. Like I was not strong enough or prepared enough to handle that feeling of rejection, bro. Because like this woman told me she wanted to have my kids and wanted to spend her life with me, and then her mom came into town from Rhode Island one weekend, and all of a sudden, like her entire fucking mindset just turned, you know, and moms have a way of getting to their.
What do you do? What, like, so having experienced that,
I mean, bro, like it's really hard to say what to do because I dealt with it the wrong way, man. Like I called up one of our mutual friends up in fucking San Fernando Valley, and I said, hey, dude, like I don't want to feel the way I'm feeling anymore. I want to shoot up speed, bro. That's what I told him, and he was like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, I'm fucking sure. And I fucking drove out there, dude, and then I went on a 2-year fucking run, bro. Like, and I held it together for about 9 months. Nobody knew I was using drugs, dude. I held it together, but it's like using drugs out here, bro. Like if you're sober for a long time, you can hold it together for a little bit of time. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like some people can manage it. I managed it for 9 months, and not one person in my family, not one person in my social circle, even had the idea that I was using meth. But it's like holding a fucking cup of water in your hands, bro. Eventually, that shit's all just gonna fall. And when it falls, everything falls at one time, dude. I totaled 3 cars. I fucking lost all my jobs, dude. I fucking lost my place. Within 6 months of people finding out I was homeless, pushing a grocery cart in Pomona, bro. Like, just thugging it on the street. Completely went to the criminal lifestyle, dude, and just fell back off the wagon completely. So, the piece of advice that I would give, man, is just to recognize that, like, there are more women out there. The first one you find probably ain't gonna be the one, dude. Like, if you're married right now in prison, you know, like if you're keeping it real with yourself, like 90% of the dudes who are married in prison aren't going to stay with the women that they're with when they get out. Like I've seen it so many times, bro. I've seen a few guys stay with the women that rocked with them the whole time. But I mean, dude, when you're locked up, dude, you're going to take what you can get, dude. If you got a woman who's willing to come see you every weekend, throw money on the books, answer the phone, you're going to tell her everything she's got to fucking hear. And you might not even mean it from a bad place, man. You might not even mean that from a bad place. You might honestly, like in your heart, you might mean it. But when you get out here, man, like most of you are going to be a stud, dude. Like women are looking for dudes like us, tatted up, in good shape, dude, got a good head on their shoulders, and you're going to start, your eyes are going to wander, and you're going to fucking mess around on her, dude, and your relationship's going to crumble, like the one that you're with right now. And that's what's going to happen. Like, I mean, you could sit there and say, no, I'm going to stay with her, blah, 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 but I've just seen it time and time again, bro. 1 out of 10 dudes, man, stay with their chicks. The other 9, they bounce, dude, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and it makes like me feel like a piece of shit sometimes, you know. But it's just there's a lot of temptation out here, bro, and there's a lot of women out here, and you're really not going to know who's for you until you date, man. Like I remember, I don't know if you remember, bro, but when we went through that Defy program, there's a guy named Peter Attia. He came in with Tim Ferriss, bro. He was the doctor that came in with Tim Ferriss, and Peter Attia. He has a podcast called The Drive, and I would listen to his podcast when I got out, you know. And he's like, look, man, when you date a woman, it's almost like it's like you're taking a test drive. Pretty much, it's like you're test driving a vehicle, you know. And like, it's one of those things like, after 6 months, you're gonna figure out like what's right for you and what's not right for you. You're not gonna find the right one the first time, you know. But after that relationship, you should learn something from it. You know, you should learn like, okay, these are things that I liked about her, and these are things that I didn't like about her. So moving forward, you know, when you decide to commit to a woman, like, and you like, if that woman has any of those qualities of the things that you didn't like from the previous relationship, you shouldn't pursue it at all. Don't even give her the time of day. Like, make it very clear, like, you know, she has qualities that like are not really with your long-term goals and your long-term vision of what you want a couple to look like. And you gotta be disciplined enough to not give in to the sexual shit and just like let her go, bro. Like there's no reason in like toying with these women out here, dude, because like it fucks them up too, bro. And then we wonder why when we're 40 and we're dating women that are the same age as us, why they're so fucked up, bro, because they've been through all these fucked up relationships of dudes telling them things that they wanted to hear, they didn't mean them. So it's like you gotta figure out what you're looking for, and it's gonna take a while, man. It's gonna take some years for you to know exactly like what qualities in a woman that you're looking for, what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to overlook, you know, because if you really love a woman, there's things that you can let go and you can overlook, you know. But you know, for instance, for me, man, like personally, like if a woman's talking to dudes that we're trying to get at, if there's dudes that have interest in your chick, and she's giving them the time of day by responding to their messages, like, I'm good. You know, if you're going to give another man like the time of day to even respond to his messages or like his, even that's what social media is so dangerous, bro. Like, it's like, that's what, when I meet a girl and she tells me she doesn't have social media, instant green flag, bro. Like, it's like, you don't have social media, like, you already fucking passed 20 tests. Like, I'm looking for someone like that, bro. I'm looking for someone who doesn't have social media because, dude, it's fucking toxic out here, bro. And if a woman's not strong enough in her heart, dude, to like, and mature enough to like not give in to these little temptations, you know, dudes liking her fucking pictures and then she responding to them. It's like, yeah, you post a picture of yourself like in your underwear and you're in your fucking bathing suit. Like, what does that tell me? It tells me you're still seeking validation and attention from other people, and you got me right here. I'm right here, like I'm giving you all that, but you still need more. And
What about when it's flipped? What about when it's the male and on social media and he's maybe
yeah, I mean, dude, so I got a social media, I got an Instagram, you know, and my reason for having social media is I got family members, bro, that are like all across the country, dude. Like my mom's brothers, my mom's got 4 brothers, my dad's got multiple brothers and sisters, and I don't have their phone numbers, bro. Like I went to prison as a young kid, and you know, like I was kind of looked at as a black sheep, dude. I was frowned upon by a lot of people, but you know, like for me, social media is a tool to like show the people that like kind of let go of me a long time ago, like that I'm doing good, dude, that people change. You know, for me, it's a tool to like show up that people like actually can change and can like make it, can have a second chance and can make a comeback, you know. And that's the reason I use it, man. I don't use, if I want to go find women, dude, I'll go on a dating app, dude. Like if you want to fucking get women, dude, just do some steroids and fucking work out and go on Tinder and you'll find all the women in the world. You don't need social media to find women, bro, you know. But you know, like, I mean, there's a lot of good content on there, bro. Like, I mean, I learned stuff from social media, dude. Like, I watch things on social media that draw my interest, you know, in terms of fitness, in terms of science, that like caused me to go on YouTube and explore the topic further, you know. So, I'm someone who's like always learning and always trying to learn. So, but you know, like if there's a woman who doesn't have social media, dude, and like and we're clicking, dude, like I will happily give that shit up, dude. I'll happily close my account down, shut that shit down, like. Because like the people who need to get a hold of me, bro, have my phone number. You know, the people who need to get a hold of me on a daily basis and like are important to me, they got my number, bro. They can get a hold of me. So there's no one on social media that like I can't easily just cut that shit off. I'm not gonna feel like I lost anything, you know. So if there's a woman who's like insecure about it, like it's something that I'm willing to cut out of my life, dude. And that's one thing you got to learn is you got to learn to sacrifice things and understand where people are coming from and you got to walk your talk, man. If you're fucking preaching a certain thing, you got to be able to walk that talk. And so, you know, but like temptation's out there, bro. Like, I mean, dude, there's women, dude. Women slide up into your DMs, bro. Like it's nobody's business, dude. And you know, I remember when I had my fitness page, bro. I had like upwards of fucking 3,000 followers on that fitness page, and dude, there's women hitting me up every day asking me to train them, bro. But we know what that means. They don't want me to train them. You know, they don't want to just get trained. They wanted more of the fucking pie, you know. So, yeah, bro. I mean, relationships are tough, bro. And like honestly, the best piece of advice I can give someone coming out, especially after doing 10 years or longer, is don't commit to a relationship. You know, you just like there's plenty of women out there that will happily hook up with you once a week, once a month. You know, like you can have 4 or 5 girlfriends hooking up with you once a week, and you cannot commit to them. If you're honest with them, if you're straight up, women respect honesty, man, out here. And that's one thing I've learned, and I've actually learned it the hard way because it's like I've lost some good girls, bro. Like, you know, we had an intimate physical relationship going, but you know, because I wanted to like pretend like I wanted something more than just that, they were like, I'm cool. And you know, when it came down to it, man, when they told me, look, dude, just tell me what you're in here for, like what you want, and you know, like we can just respectfully just keep it like that, dude. Like, you know, like you don't have to what I'm doing when we're not together. I don't have to what we're doing, and we'll hang out a couple times, you know. And there's plenty of women out here that are so down for that, you know, if that's what you're looking for. But when you compare yourself to a woman, like everything, dude, like it takes away a lot of your energy and it takes away a lot of your focus from focusing on yourself, man. Like you got to get out here and grind, bro. You got to be able to grind when you get. And honestly, coming out of prison after a decade or more, dude, you don't got time for a relationship, dude. You just don't.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to say on that.
That's probably a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah, It's the gateway to relapse, man. It's the gateway to relapse.
Count time, steel frame, name on a roster, but the soul won't stay the same. Excuse me on the tear, who's still standing when the noise disappears? And they walk the line where the lights never shut, calendar scratched up, whole year's cut. Every door got a number, every day got a script, but somewhere underneath, man refused to quit. Seen plans fold, seen friendships break, seen freedom look close, then vanish in the wake. Tear politics, phone calls, bad timing, hard lessons, same concrete, different seasons. But there's something dangerous about a man that learns patience. Excuse me on the tear, this ain't glory, this survival. Built from setbacks, now the comeback got a title. Excuse me on the tear, hear the echo through the hall. You can lock the body down, can't bury it all. Nate said, I'm not chasing old ghosts no more. No more proving, no more performing, no more making yesterday the landlord of tomorrow. Some days felt like movement, some days felt like circles. Some days victory was just not becoming the version everybody expected. Family still calling, future still knocking. Life outside, don't wait, it keeps walking. But if you survived enough nights, you start understanding freedom isn't a gate, it's a decision. No soundtrack, no movie scene, just one more morning saying today counts. No crown, no throne, just ownership. Excuse me on the tear, tell the old story different, not about the sentence, about the distance. Excuse me on the tear,